This is a quick home inspection overview of 21701 South 22nd Court. So I usually start on the outside. I go around the perimeter of the house and I'm checking for basically making sure there's no broken windows, obviously, no cracked on the walls. So this is how I started this house. I start in one corner of the house and I go all the way around, making sure that I look at any item that I encounter on the way of the inspection. So on this one here, it does have an anti-siphon valve, but it's required in all the hose bibs. So the hose bib in the backyard does not have one. Good thing here, vegetation is supposed to be away from the structure to keep termites away from your house. There's currently no termites, and the company that I used is called Action Termites, and they'll give you a 1-year warranty that if you find termite tubes, you usually find them right here on the stem wall. Termite tubes trying to get into your house, they were treated for free. This is the courtyard. I check all the electric outlets. This electric outlet here with this exterior accent lights or Christmas lights, they are controlled by a switch in the inside right before you get into the house. Continue here. I got to the electrical panel. There's two electrical panels. There's one here. This is the main panel, and I'm looking to make sure it is labeled. And I was able to open it up and look inside, make sure there's no burnt wires. Double tap, that means using a breaker for more than one purpose. I also look at the AC unit to make sure that it has the proper amperage on the breaker. The unit outside says that maximum of 50 amps, and that's what it does have. So that electrically speaking, not a problem. I also checked the GFCI, that's the ground fault circuit interrupter for this outlet, and everything is okay here. So here is the irrigation system. It is not part of the inspection, but I tested anyway. I ran it on manual. I did not see any problems. Gas meter, in case of a problem with gas, this is where you shut it off. The best bet is to call 911. Going here on this gate, because there is a pool, it has to be self-closing. And over here we need a jacket to make sure that this rod stays in place. Metal jacket or a concrete post. So continue going around the perimeter of the backyard, the perimeter of the fence. I'm looking to see, making sure that there's no cracks on the fence. Some of these caps, column caps, they're loose and they might have to be secured. Most of the time they're for decoration only. So I do have a couple of pictures showing them that some of them are loose. For example, this one here is loose, and it could be held together with an epoxy. I did run the pool equipment is pretty much automated, so that is part of the report. Did not find anything wrong with it. I was able to see the spot running, and this is where the pool equipment is, and it has a master control up here. I opened that up, looked inside, manually running all this, and it was all good. No leaks, no problem, and it's grounded, electrically speaking, the way it's supposed to be. So here we have some of these low voltage lighting. It is outside the scope. We check them anyway, so that worked out okay. The grill is outside the scope, but again, I inspected it. I made sure that everything works, lights up. Also here, I checked the electrical, the power in here, everything, all these outlets work. As I continue, you can see part of the roof from here. So I did use a drone, then I used a ladder just to get closer and looked at all the all the tiles, basically one spot where they call it concrete mud, or pack, that it had a couple of cracks. Other than that, it was in good shape, and the attic was in good shape. Plenty of insulation, and the insulation is on the rafters, and it's a high efficiency insulation system. This is your AC unit. It is 5 ton of AC, according to the label here, and 1 ton covers about 600, between 550 600 square feet for high efficiency. So that worked out okay in terms of the square footage of the house. It could be a little bit lower. I would say between 600 and 650. If we do it at 600, 5 times 6 is 3,000. So 3,200 if it's 650. So that's pretty much, or 3,250 if it's 650. Pretty much is a good coverage of this house. So let's go inside now, and I'll show you what I found inside. All right, so coming inside, we start here in the kitchen. I checked all the appliances, made everything run. I got pictures of the stove working, and I tested all the ovens, upper and lower oven. I ran the dishwasher just with water when I came in, making sure that the soap dispenser was closed. Obviously now it is open, meaning that it went through the cycle, not a problem. I checked all the outlets, and what I use for checking the outlets is basically 2 items here. Basically this one here, connected, nothing magical on this one here. So basically it has hot, neutral, and ground, and it will tell me if there's something wrong with the outlet. It will give me the voltage, and it will tell me if it's correct or incorrect. I also check it with this one, which is wireless, and if I find a conflict, I run them again with a meter. So everything is good. So no problem here. I will take you to the master bathroom. So there I found just at the door for the master bathroom, this glass enclosure door needs to be basically adjusted because it really slams really hard. So the hinges there might have to be adjusted to protect the glass. It's tempered glass, so it has to be protected against breakage, obviously. Coming inside here into the garage, we have a couple things. The garage door open light, something minor, needs to be replaced. There's an opening up here that they did most likely for the Tesla or the electrical connections. I also opened this sub panel here, looked inside. It is labeled. It's labeled right here. Hot water heater, 75 gallons, and it does have a timer or a circulation pump, but it's not connected. It is a good idea to connect it and to program it to when the use is for the usage, so you do not waste a lot of water. This is a loop for a softener, water softener. Obviously it is not connected, but it's ready, it's plumbed for water softener. Okay, so coming back in the house, I checked to make sure that the flooring is not cracked, and I used basically a golf ball like this, and I bounce it to make sure that it's solid. If it wasn't solid, it would sound like this. Okay, so that's the best sound I could duplicate for you. So again, all the equipment here worked, making sure also that the island and the granite, there's no cracks in here, and I checked for all that, and also no cracks on the flooring. The AC units, there are 4 zones, and the AC I got about 55 supply and about 70 5 on the return. So the differential has to be between 15 and 20 degrees. So here are some of the equipment or the tools that I use. This is an infrared. I use this for temperature, also for moisture reading. This one is a carbon monoxide and a gas detector, because we have obviously propane or natural gas here. So if it were to detect anything, it will probably go something like this. I'm making it detect something manually, but automatically it would detect it, and that's how it goes. Okay, so no, I did not find any problems here, so that's good on that. This is the infrared, and that is to make sure that I look for any hot spots. So I look for places where there's a thermal imaging of the walls. So if there's anything hot, it will show me. I'm going to put my fingers in front of it, so it will show me like this if it finds anything hot, and it did not. Also, I get to see if there's anything cold, meaning that the water supply is having problem. This is a more of a mechanical moisture reader right here. So I got this wet a little bit, so you can see. You could change it from the setting from wood to building material. For the purpose of this test, I change it to building material. If it's wet, this is what happens. So if I would have found a wet spot or a stain, I would have tested with this. So obviously there's this is just a test and nothing in the house. Okay, so pretty much conclusion then for the inspection. The roof is in good shape. Plumbing wise, there's no leaks. Electrically speaking, nothing really major. I did not find any outlets that did not work. The GFCIs work. Broken tiles, none up on the roof. Only the concrete pack, and it's indicated on the report. And structurally speaking, in good shape. Overall, the inspection it's in, the house is in good shape. The termite inspection is a separate report indicating there was no termites in the house or around the perimeter of the house. Well, I hope it helps, and if you do have any questions, feel free to call me or email me. Thanks. Have a great day.